Hello, this is Squidward. Press the free like button if you think that I'm the most underrated character on the SpongeBob SquarePants show. I can't believe they gave Patrick his own spin-off show. His show is not even funny, and Patrick is painfully unfunny on his own show. I should have been the one to get his own spin-off. I can't pick which is worse right now, AEW or the Patrick Star Show.
Now, I'm just gonna come on and say it. When it comes to All Elite fake pro wrestling, that company, listen, it's where WWF legends go to perish. It's where NXT legends go to perish. Listen, there's too much proof. There's too much evidence, man. I got to talk about this. Let's talk about Sasha Banks. Listen, I don't feel sorry for Sasha Banks based on the fact that it's her fault. Listen, all she had to do was return back to the World Wrestling Federation and help out Bayley against those sexy-ass Asian girls. But she didn't do it because she is selfish. Now, look where she's at. Her rep is down the toilet. Damn near Willow Nightingale is more over than Sasha Banks. Listen, what the hell is she? Is she a heel? Is she a face? Listen, when it comes to the World Wrestling Federation, it's called a machine. We make you look better than what you really are. Case in point, Chris Jericho. That company, that's where icons go to perish. Let's talk about Chris Jericho. I put up a poll, right? The poll was, who's better, AJ Styles or Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho got his ass whooped in that poll. People think AJ Styles is better. I'm like, wow, man. Nobody was saying that 5 years ago. That's my point. This company, it kills legends' reputation and it makes them look overrated in hindsight. Let's talk about Edge. Edge was a product of the machine. Now, let's just be honest. I think Chris Jericho was a part of the machine. And here's what I mean. This dude has awful gimmick ideas. Let's be honest. He is in charge of his own booking. He is in charge of his own characters. When he was in the World Wrestling Federation, Vince McMahon was giving him characters to work with, right? Now that he's free and has freedom and he has control over his character, my God, people don't like this guy. That's my point. Maybe Chris Jericho was always overrated. That's my point. Like I said, this company has exposed people. They have exposed Edge. Maybe Edge was never that good to begin with. Maybe he was a product of the machine that was backing him, that was pushing him. For example, making it seem like Edge was on John Cena's level. That's my point. That was the machine that was pushing him, that made us believe that Edge was on the level of John Cena. That was all Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon made Edge. Vince McMahon made Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan, Cesaro, Dean Ambrose. Now these guys are in control of their booking and their creative control. Bro, it's all on them. Tony Khan, man, he just nods and says yes to everything they say because they got name value. But Vince McMahon gave you your name value. Listen, the machine is real. It makes you look better than what you really are. I think Chris Jericho is overrated. How am I lying? I think Edge is overrated. I think Daniel Bryan is overrated. Listen, I made a poll. The poll was, who's better, Bret Hart or Daniel Bryan? Man, Daniel Bryan got his ass whooped in that poll. Now, what if Daniel Bryan was back in the World Wrestling Federation and he never left? I think Daniel Bryan might possibly win that poll. That's my point. This company, it kills your reputation. It kills your rep. Now, my God, people don't care about Daniel Bryan. Let's talk about Adam Coleslaw. My God, Adam Coleslaw is a mid-carder. I thought you said he was a WrestleMania main eventer. Nigga, he ain't main event Collision. Bruh, he's not main eventing Collision. He's not main eventing Rampage. What the fuck? Dude, there was marks that were bashing Vince McMahon for trying to make Adam Coleslaw a manager. Hell, that aged great. Because Adam Coleslaw, he is a manager. In hindsight, look where he's at. In hindsight, yes, Adam Coleslaw is a manager. He is not a wrestler. My God, the fucking insult to say Adam Coleslaw was a WrestleMania main eventer and Vince McMahon didn't see it. Man, fuck you. How come Tony Khan Man ain't trying to see it? That's not how that works. Both Tony Khan Man and Vince McMahon, they are very similar, but you marks don't want to admit it. Because let's compare all the NXT icons that are currently in All Elite Wrestling. Let's compare them to all of the WWF legends that are on the roster. Same booking. But I thought Vince McMahon was the bad guy. What about Keith Lee? That guy is a jobber. Nobody cares about Keith Lee. Man, he was better off being the Bearcat. Okay? Who's better? The Bearcat or the current Keith Lee? I hope you see my point. What about the House of Black? What about the House of Black? Bruh, nobody cares about Malachi Black. That's crazy. Every time Aleister Black cuts a promo, the audience says, shut the fuck up. Wow. That's like a 180 compared to what he was down in NXT. That's wild. I would say the only 3 people that have survived the wrath of Tony Khan Man is Samoa Joe, Swerve Scott, and Big Booty Timeless Tony Storm. That's the only people that have survived the wrath of Tony Khan Man. Let's talk about Cesaro. I'm like, you marks, please stop hyping up Cesaro. Which one is it? You said Vince McMahon didn't know what to do with him. I'm like, bruh, Tony Khan Man says, hold my coke. That's what Tony Khan Man says. He says, hold my coke. I will show you how not to book Cesaro as a top star. Man, he gave him the Ring of Honor World title. Man, nobody gives 2 shits about that belt. Outside of that, what has Tony Khan Man done with Cesaro? Nothing. I'm like, Edge is the TNT champion? A guy that was the rival of John Cena is a TNT champion, a mid-card champion? Bruh, something is not right. Swerve, he is the world champion, but Edge is a TNT champion? Bruh, something is not right here. Facts. Something is not right. Edge is a Hall of Famer. Swerve was released by the World Wrestling Federation, and he's the world champion, but Edge is a TNT champion? Something is not right here. That's odd. So let's talk about Dean Ambrose, a guy that was never that good, but he was better off staying in the World Wrestling Federation. That's facts. Because if Triple H was still there, when Dean Ambrose was still there, he would be booked strong, just like Roman and Seth Rollins. But this guy was a goddamn crybaby. That's facts. So let's talk about Chris Jericho once again, man. This man has go away heat. That's sad. That's crazy. People don't like this guy to a point where, man, people think AJ Styles is better. That's wild. So Chris Jericho has been exposed as a guy who needs Vince McMahon. Dean Ambrose is a guy that needs Vince McMahon. Fucking Daniel Bryan, he needs Vince McMahon. Hell, I heard that Daniel Bryan, he needs more surgery. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You need more surgery? This dude has to get surgery on his neck soon. That's what I heard. I'm like, what? So, more surgeries now? Like, every match he's in, this dude gets hurt. This never happened in the World Wrestling Federation. The only time Daniel Bryan got hurt was when he had head injuries. That's it. Not fucking broken arms, fucking hurt shoulders, hurt wrists, fucking broken hands, fucking neck injuries. I'm like, dude, the past 2 years, he's been hurt every month. So it's like Vince McMahon was trying to protect you from yourself. That's what it was. Now, Daniel Bryan has been exposed. This dude can't go a month without getting hurt. This never happened under Vince McMahon. So, I'm just giving you a list of all these ex-WWF guys and these ex-Black and Gold legends from NXT. They have been booked like shit, but they don't care and they don't know it. I think all those guys were a product of the machine that made them look 10 times better than what they really were. Case in point, Keith Lee. I'm like, man, Triple H, he needs a raise, okay? He needs a raise. The fact that he made Keith Lee a fucking star, he needs a raise. This dude made fucking Aleister Black a star. Triple H, he needs a fucking raise. Vince McMahon, he also needs a raise. I'm like, man, he made fucking Buddy Murphy something. For example, the Hardy Boys. Okay, here's a fun fact. Vince McMahon and Nick Khan, they never wanted the Hardy Boys to leave in the first place. That was on Matt Hardy. Matt left on his own. Triple H was trying to keep him. Triple H was trying to sign Matt Hardy to NXT, but he turned it down. Jeff Hardy purposely got out of his contract just to join All Elite fake pro wrestling. Yeah, bro, that did not age well. Now did it? Huh? That didn't age well at all. Nobody cares about Matt or Jeff. Once again, more icons being booked like shit. More icons that were made by Vince McMahon. Bro, I'm telling you, Vince McMahon is a fucking genius. The fact that he made the Hardy Boys stars, how come Tony Khan man is not doing that? Because he don't know the ingredients to make them big deals. He don't know the ingredients to make guys into stars like Vince McMahon did in Triple H. He don't know what made Aleister Black special. He don't know what made Adam Coleslaw special. He don't know what made Edge special. He don't know what made Chris Jericho special. What made Chris Jericho special was Vince McMahon saying no to all of Chris Jericho's bullshit ideas. Okay? That's what he did. So, my whole entire point is, look at Sasha Banks, okay? Look at Sasha fucking Banks. She is getting paid tons of that young moolah, baby. She getting paid a grip to do what? Nothing. I'm like, bruh, Tony Khan, man. Vince McMahon, Triple H, they made her a star. But you don't know how they made her a star. That's the problem. That's the issue here. He thinks if he puts Sasha Banks on TV, he thinks her ass is going to get a pop. Like, nah, bruh. You gotta make us care about Sasha Banks. That's what Triple H and Vince McMahon did. He made us care about Sasha fucking Banks. Like I said, he don't know the ingredients on what makes Sasha Banks a big deal. That's why Sasha Banks has been a failure in All Elite Wrestling without having a match. That's crazy. Because Sasha can't talk. Sasha can't talk, and she comes off as a heel that is trying to be a face. I'm like, bruh, you are too cocky and arrogant to be a face. I'm like, you are a bitch of a heel. Just be a heel. But overall, Sasha Banks is an awful actor. It just, Vince McMahon made her a star because he hid her flaws. That's what Triple H did. He hid everybody's flaws. He hid Adam Coleslaw's flaws. He hid Kyle O'Reilly's flaws. He hid Bobby Fish's flaws. He hid Keith Lee's flaws. That's what he did. Triple H, he knew what the fuck he was doing, just like Paul Heyman. Just like an ECW. He was the king of hiding people's flaws. He hid Raven's flaws. He hid Justin Credible's flaws. He hid Tommy Dreamer's flaws. Tony Khan, man, bruh, he exposes people's flaws. That's the main problem. That's why all of these ex-black and gold guys have been buried and exposed in All Elite Wrestling. Because Khan Man don't know how to hide people's flaws. Because he don't know how to cook. Triple H knows how to cook. He made Aleister Black what he is today. Because he built him from the ground up. Only he knows how to book a Aleister Black. Only Vince McMahon knows how to book a Dean Ambrose. How you book a Dean Ambrose, you gotta say no. Okay? That's how you book him. You gotta say no to his dumbass ideas. How do you book Chris Jericho? Say no to his dumbass ideas. That's my point. Bruh, I think that Chris Jericho said that he wanted him and Kevin Owens to main event WrestleMania. I'm like, hold on, what the fuck? I could have sworn he said that. I could have sworn he said that. He wanted him and Kevin Owens to main event WrestleMania. And Vince said, hell no. That's why Chris Jericho left. Because Vince said no to that dumbass idea. I'm like, you see what I'm saying? That was a sample size on the ego of Chris Jericho. That's a huge sample when it comes to him having bad ideas. And now it's coming back to haunt him. All these dumbass gimmicks, dumbass nicknames, dumbass character changes. I'm like, bro, you are lazy. Every time a gimmick fails, you want to change it to a different gimmick? Every year? Every month? I'm like, no, man, that's garbage. That's trash. That means you suck. I'm like, bro, at the end of the fucking day, you are still Chris Jericho, bro. I don't care how many gimmicks you change. You are still Chris Jericho at the end of the goddamn day. So, my whole entire point is, when it comes to All Elite Wrestling, that's a place where people go to perish if you are a ex-WWF legend and a ex-black and gold icon, like a Keith Lee, like a Adam Coleslaw, like a Pac. So I'm saying, that's a weird trend. How come all these guys have not been booked well? For example, what about Paige? Man, Tony Khan, man, has booked Paige like shit since day one, to a point where now her ass is off TV. He don't know what to do with Paige. Why? Because only Triple H and Vince McMahon knows how to book a Paige. See, Khan, man, he just relies on name value. I'm like, nah, bro, you have to tell stories and you have to book to what she is good at, right? That's how you book people. Don't just book them based off name value. No, give us reasons to care about these people. Give us reasons to care about a Cesaro. Give us reasons to care about a Malachi Black. You can't just book them because, oh, they are ex-guys from the WWF. No, man, that's not how it works. You have to do your fucking homework. Whatever Vince did, you do. Whatever Triple H did with fucking Malachi Black, you do that. But he don't want to. Like I said, he books like a fan who don't do his homework.